Good morning, children. I'm going to start with your course book today. So, we are going to start with the first chapter, and the name of the chapter is Sir Smasham Up. It's a poem written by Emil Victor Hugh. Emil Victor Hugh was born in London. He was a publisher, a poet, and a translator. He is best known as the editor of Penguin Classic series of books. So, in this poem, you will come to know about a man who is so clumsy, how awkward things he did when he visited one of his known person. So, before we read this poem, just read out and look into this picture, what is mentioned here. Look at these pictures. A clumsy person has broken off some parts of various objects. Clumsy means awkward, an unskillful person. A person who is unskillful. So that person is known as a clumsy. So a clumsy person has broken off some parts of the various objects which are mentioned here. You can see which part of each object is broken. Use the clue in the box and write in the space provided. So you can see the pictures. There are so many pictures here. This is a table. So one leg is missing. This is your guitar. Strings is missing here, isn't it? Strings are not here. Then hand is missing in the clock. So you just go through the pictures and write it. Before I explain you the poem, I would like you to just go through these words given here. Write these words in your copy and learn it. Okay? I will first read this poem for you, and then after I'll explain you stanza wise. Right? Now read this poem about a terribly clumsy man. See what happens when this person, Sir Smasham Up, reaches one of his known's house. Good afternoon, Sir Smasham Up. We are having tea. Do take a cup. Sugar and milk? Now let me see. 2 lumps, I think. Good gracious me. The silly thing slipped off your knee. Pray don't apologize, old chap, a very trivial mishap. So clumsy of you, how absurd. My dear Sir Smasham, not a word. Now do sit down and have another. And tell us all about your brother. You know, the one who broke his head? Is the poor fellow still in bed? A chair. Allow me, sir. Great Scott! That was a nasty smash. What? Oh, not at all. The chair was old. Queen Anne, or so we have been told. We have got at least a dozen more. Just leave the pieces on the floor. I want you to admire our view. Come near to the window, do, and look how beautiful. Tut, tut. You didn't see that it was shut? I hope you're not badly cut. Not what a fortunate escape. Amazing, not a single scrape. And now, if you have finished tea, I fancy you might like to see a little thing or two I've got. That china plate, yes, worth a lot. A beauty too. Ah, there it goes. I trust it did not hurt your toes. Your elbow brush it off the shelf. Of course, I've done the same myself. And now, my dear Sir Smasham, oh, you surely don't intend to go. You must be off. Well, come again, so glad you're fond of porcelain.